everybody. Welcome. I'm trying to get the glare out of there. That's just not doing so well. There we go. That's better. I got enough of that going on here. Welcome. I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. And yay, thanks for joining me today for those of you who are out there. And there's Lindy. Hello, welcome. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. Yay. Okay, we are doing this fun little project today. It's Christmas in July, and I think this may be the only project that I can squeeze in for Christmas in July, possibly for this month. So I thought, well, I'm going to take advantage of it. I usually do a Christmas in July. I think I do. I don't know. You know what? I just keep at it every Thursday. Try every Thursday. I will not be here this next Thursday. I might actually try to pop in and do some live video from Craft Utopia. So that's where I'm going to be next week, is in Indianapolis at Craft Utopia. So I'm gonna probably throw in some live from there next week. It'd probably be more than once, I would imagine. So anyway, yay. I won't be doing a normal crafting project with you next week, but I will be the following week. So I'm trying to remember, based off of a calendar, I don't have a calendar in front of me, how many more Thursdays we have in July after that. I'm trying to think. There's that Thursday, and we might have 2 more Thursdays left. I might be able to sneak in another Christmas in July. Woohoo! This might be our only one. Who knows? We'll see. Let's get some water going before we launch this today. Okay, today I have pulled out most of the dies from this basic set called City Holiday. So cute. Has a kitty cat and a puppy dog that you can use in it. I don't know that we're going to use it in this project today, but I have picked out a great majority from this for for our houses today. We're going to do a slimline. We're going to do a regular slimline card, and I'm actually going to do 3. We're going to do like 3 little business buildings that give us kind of that reminiscent feel of the nostalgic downtown Christmas feel. So I'm going to cut these houses up into, I have my other houses. I'm going to cut these houses up into different shapes, actually. And we're going to get, of course, our red one will be in the middle, and then our other 2 will be on the other side. I've got tan and red going on here, and this is going to be our color for our background. And it looks like I got something on there, but that's okay because it'll probably end up getting covered up. But we're going to splatter some snow on this, and we've got snowbanks and all the things. We've got all the things going on here. I did do some pre-die cutting for our windows. So I took, and I have some trees and I have some wreaths that I have pre-cut. And if it lends itself, I might do some lights. I don't know, with the awnings and stuff like that, it just might not. It might, I don't know. We'll have to see how the lights go after we get started here. So they're just kind of here to remind me that that's an idea that I have. So we have snow and rooftop snow, and we have awnings. So I have done some pre-cutting from the Everyday Awnings. I stopped because I didn't know how much more I needed and what color combos I was going to need. So I kind of stopped, and I decided I was going to finish up during the live. We will be using the Everyday Windows curtains, but no curtains, just the Everyday Windows in here for this. But I just wanted to point out that these are a recent release from Spellbinders, and they coordinate with this set, the everyday, I'm sorry, city holiday. So I thought it was really neat that they created the add-ons so that you could get a little bit more. 3 more Thursdays. Okay, so I do have another Thursday, because I was thinking that when I got back, for some reason, it would be the vintage Thursday, but we have 1 more Thursday in there. So yay. All right. So, so this set they created to stretch its use into spring, summer, also like a little shop feel. These little windows give me the shop feel. It's so cute. I love it. And I love it how they added on to these to create that situation. I'm not going to, and they even have 2 different types of awnings to choose from. I like that they have round, and they also have the more, they're rectangle, but yeah, they're more squared off, not round. So anyway, angled, more angled than round. That's what I meant to say. So we've got some windows. I'll pull these windows out, and we'll get some window. Yeah, we're going to use these square windows on this. Didn't get this far. I also didn't get as far as getting a roof or the big window or the door or the doorstep or whatever. Okay, so let's get to finishing this up. I think what I want to do for sure is to see if this is going to cover it. So this will cover this. So I am only going to need 1 more. So this one goes on this because I don't know, because no, I like this one better on this. So this one's going here. So this one has more red, and this one, so it has more red because of the tan, and this one has more tan and less red. So it's going to go on here. So I need another one of these, a set of those, and I'm going to cut out my pieces for my houses, and that based on that, I'll know how many more windows, how many windows total I'm going to need, and how many more awnings I'm going to need. So I kind of stopped, and I was like, this is hurting my brain trying to think about what I need. But as I go along, I can figure out what I need. So let's get our cutter out. And one of these is just going to be a short little shop, like so. My biggest one is going to be red. And if I could see this a little bit better. So I'm going to take this all the way up. I determined that I wanted to take it all the way up to the edge of where those windows were. And that was going to be just enough for me to get a roof on there. And it's going to be, so we'll get a roof on there. We'll put a little snow on there. And it will also need one of these windows. So this one will actually go on this one. Okay, so I'm going to do that for that. Okay, we also need steps for every door. Can't forget that. Now, this one is going to be our biggest one. And we're going to cut it again. I'm going to try. Our card goes to 3.5. And so I'm going to cut it probably right here at this almost 3.5 point. I may bring it down just a little bit so that we can get some kind of roof on there. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then we need 3 windows on here. Okay. Then we need another big window there. Okay. So now this one, I decided we're going to, and I just wanted to let you know that these are embossed when you die cut them. And so you know where your windows go, which is really kind of your doors. It's kind of your door and windows. Kind of neat that they did that. I appreciate when they do that. So I'm going to cut this off at the same point that I cut my red one. But then I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it and make it a kind of a short building side to side. I think that should do it. Kind of wondering about that, but I think we'll be okay with that. So I think one of our windows, that regular windows, will be able to cover this just fine. We'll cut off where we need to cut off at the roof, but I was just trying to determine size-wise. I might cut this off just a smidgen on the edge here, just to kind of even it up a little, because it still looks a little bit more. There we go. I think we're good. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I don't know. This part here might bug me, but our window, we're going to put a window in there. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. This one might be a little bit tricky, but I can figure it out. I'm sure I can. Okay. All right, all right, all right. I was trying to decide, you know, I bet we could nah, it's embossed. Now, this is probably the first one I'm going to start with. And I'm going to go with, I need to figure out this window situation here. And I love it how they included the curtains and all the, even the little curtain holders. It's just so cute. I love the details in this. But surprise, surprise, today I'm not doing that. We're doing this a little bit different. See how they've got these planter boxes. How cute, where you can put the flowers and whatnot in there. Isn't that so cute? Let me take this out so you can see. It's just adorable. You can see if I can hold still long enough for it to focus. Well, that's not focusing at all, is it? Let's see if I'm patient with it. There we go. But you get the gist of that. There's little planter boxes for flowers. And I like it because they actually included all the florals in there, all of them that would fit into the box all at once, so that you don't have to keep die cutting. I like that. That's super nice. Okay, so you've got it's not a duplicate per se, but it's just a bunch of them in one pass. Did I take my other window off? It's like, what happened to the other window? All right, let's see. We need some red. I'm going to do some of this red. Oh, I didn't talk to you about the colors that I used. So this red is actually Cranberry Fizz, which is Catherine Pooler cardstock. And I'm going to do, oopsie, I had some more. Where did it all go? Is this it? Yeah, there it is. I might save that. I know I'm going to get mixed up, so I'm throwing it over here. Is that it? That is it. I knew I had some more cut already. So I'm just going to line these up to create a window. Oh, I love it too, Lindy. It's really cute. Super, super cute. This is going to be super fun. When I'm done, I really think this is going to be super cute. All right. If I did this on a magnet, it would be a whole lot easier. Speaking of, I have one. this would make it a little bit easier for me to hold it still. The paper makes it a little bit slick, and when you pop it on a magnet, it does help a little bit. Keeps it from being a little too slick. Although this cardstock is so thick. There we go. We'll roll these through 4, and I'm going to need another window. So we'll get these rolled through a few times. We're going to have to do some more windows on the others. Oh, too close to the edge. We'll have to get 3 doors. We have a little bit left. Have a little bit of work left to do. So, oh fun. Now look at that. So what you can do for your background is you just essentially pull out those layered or the inlet, what is it? The outline piece. This is called nesting. That's right. So this you pull out the inside piece so it's not nested anymore, and that's how you get the back side. I don't know that I'm going to do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it looks laying it down. It might not look so great on the, this is what I was wanting. I don't think this is going to be big enough. So I think we may have to do, where'd you go? We'll have to do one of these, I think. We may have to do this and then just kind of like fit it together. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that down. And anybody else? Anybody else here with us? Anybody out there? I'm gonna go ahead and start the process of getting our other window started. So we can do this. Sorry about that. Like, blocking your view. Tag this one on, get some windows going. More than one. The nice part about a big window is it's already framed, so you don't have to nest it. Come on. Okay, we're really not that close to the edge, folks. I have a lot of dies in there, and that could be the problem. Sometimes it doesn't like to cooperate. Come on. Good land. Good gravy. Well, I had it situated right. There we go. Now it'll go through. Okay, at least it cuts, right? So now we have one for one of our windows up here. Perfect. And we have a couple awnings for that. probably will need one more awning for that one. Here's our window. And so for this, I was thinking that what I could do is, okay. So I'm going to cut it off about right here. I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I'm cutting it off just about right there so that, I'm going to come in a little bit more, about right there, even with this. And I'm going to cut it up here at the same place-ish. Then I'm going to scoot it over right here so that it layers right on top of each other, just like so. And then we'll have a nice little frame for it. We'll trim it off. So we'll do that now. Glue. We'll just build that little, we'll start building one house at a time. I've got, let's see, let's put the glue on this one. I envy you people who can really use tweezers well, because I don't. I'm terrible. So I basically have just lined this up with this edge. It needs to go over just a little bit more up here because it's not right. There we go, because we need it straight. And then we trim it. We didn't need glue there yet. So now we trim it off right here. Oops. I got a little aggressive with it. Imagine that, the aggressive crafter at work. And so now we have this one, we're going to get it to its edge, and now we have our little window. So we just sized it up, and now we can fit it into the groove here. And what we could do to cover these little embossed lines is we can put a tree there. So there's always a workaround. I'm not going to put it down just yet. I think I'm going to wait for the window situation first to see if I want to do anything. I may not. I don't know. We'll see. But this is the only one I need to doctor up like that. So this one's going to go here. And then we have this window here. And so now we've started a, oh, you guys, I think I have too many windows that are red now. Ooh. Wait a second. How did that? I put that in wrong. So just an FYI, when you put this in, you got to pay attention. Yeah, pay attention to that, how those windows go in longwise. I think I did I do that one wrong? It doesn't matter if it has an awning on it, I guess. So, but I need to make sure. I'm going to turn it around and put it the other way. This mat also, so long ones at the bottom. That's what I like. Isn't that what the picture shows? I don't know. Yeah, short ones at the top, long ones at the bottom. Most definitely. So this mat grips, and you can also use it to kind of hold your dies in place. That's kind of nice. Hold your dies in place. All right. Yeah, this won't matter because the awning's covering it. I'm not going to get too bent out of shape, but I will turn it for the others. Hopefully it's not going to show any difference. Okay, let's do another. How many do I need? I only need one more for that window over there. So tan, we're done. Then we need a tan long. We don't need any more red. Where did it go? Spellbinders does have a little die cutting guide for you to follow if you need a little cheat sheet. I think personally think that these dies are actually easy enough that when you look at them, you know what they're for. Sometimes dies aren't always that way, but they've been really good about doing more of that with their die sets, helping people with that. Okay, now we're going to assess our awning situation and then the doors. So this goes here. And where did my red one go? I had a red one. What did I do with it? I had my red window. Y'all never do this stuff, do you? Never lose stuff. I just don't. Did I stick it over here by accident? Surely it's. Oh, I used it on that. That's why. Y'all can laugh at me now. It's kind of like talking on your phone and it's like, where's my phone? Oh my goodness. Or like your glasses. Where are my glasses? They're on your head, on your face, wherever. Okay, this one goes up here. Do I have 3 windows? I think I do have 3 windows up there. Oh, I need one more. What do you know? I knew once I cut these down, it would help me figure out what I needed for what. So, here we go. That's a leftover piece I can make good use of. I could do that with the red too, but I'm done with red. Where's my topper? It's hiding. Okay. Why are we stuck? Come on. Okay. Woo! All right. That has an awning. It only needs a door and a roof. I might be able to use these for my doors. So let's just do a door from this. If we can't, darn it. Oh, maybe we can. If I'm really careful. Stick it in the middle. I can do it. You can use your leftover big window piece for your door so that you don't have too much waste. That's nice. Here's our last window for the biggest building. I want to call them houses, but they're buildings because we're doing a little downtown scene. I thought it'd be really cute if you have a lantern. If you had a lantern, it would be really like a street lamp. An old-fashioned street lamp would really be cute on this. But I was trying to go through my dies and see if I had any, and I couldn't find any for some reason. I'm not sure why, but all right, next door. Well, we only have one door, so we're gonna have to be patient. Let's do an awning. So these two look like they're gonna work just fine. Oops. On here, like so. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm kind of like placing all my stuff together. I need a door, just a door for that one. That's what we're doing. And okay, so, and I think another one of those awnings would work. Just trying to get all my die cutting done all at once. And I need one more awning for this. Okay, so this awning, I'm going to show you why that is a big deal. Okay. So it depends. I wanted it to be more offset. So if I'm putting this one on the red because the outer edges are mostly the tan color. And so for this one, I do need, and I like it that they give you doubles. Again, you're getting double die cutting done, and I'll save the other one for another project, another time maybe. Because I don't think I need it anywhere else. No, I need the red. So I just need one more awning. So this is going to be tan so that we can get this right here. And then we need a background piece in red. And that's what I can use this red for. So we need, maybe, if it'll fit, I only need one, so I don't need it to go all the way. So we just need one red and do that. And then we can do that. So we have one more window for that. Then, okay, I think that's all we're going to get on here for now. I don't want to overload the, and then we'll work on our one more tan awning. And I think we'll be close to, gotta get door steps. Come on. I know that's kind of close to the edge. It might be a little bit more difficult. There we go. Oops. Go through. Give it a little push and a shove. Come on. Mr. Door doesn't want to go through. Oh, that's kind of wild. Maybe I need to do it longwise. That'll help. Oh, that's the, I was like, oh no, it's fine. No cause for sucking in the oxygen from the rest of the world. And hi, Linda. Oh, yeah, you know, I don't know if have you picked up the new add-ons for it yet? What is the deal with this thing? I may have to pull out. Maybe I need to go closer. Who knows? Have you tried the add-ons to it? There's add-ons. That's why I'm doing this project. Come on. I'm not really sure why this won't go through. I may have to pull out the big die cutter. And then maybe we'll just get a bunch done. Come on. There we go. Who knows? Okay. So it's kind of neat because you get a 2-for-1 on this so that you could actually create a contrast around your door. I don't know that we're going to do that because honestly, it really would only be for like, I guess, finishing touches, but we'll save this. We'll see how we end up with that. So now we have tan. We're going to need one more red and a tan. This cardstock is also really thick. It's a nice thick quality cardstock. All right, let's try this. I think I'm gonna have to go the other direction so that I can actually push on it and get a good push to it. There we go. That's what it needed. Okay. Yikes. Here's this door. I might just use them on their own trim. We'll see. And we need tan. Woo! If you don't mind die cutting, this is going to be fun. And if you don't, this doesn't have a whole lot of little pieces. I will say, some of you that don't like those little tiny pieces, this kind of project does not necessarily call for that. Unless we end up doing the lights, which I don't know that we're going to because of the awnings. I mean, it would be cute. Just not sure how that's going to work in with the awnings. Come on. Good Lord. These Spellbinders dies are really, really thick. Maybe it's this side that goes in easier. Who knows? Come on. Okay. I'm done with the struggle bus. We're going to... I don't have a whole lot of room. This is why I put the little one on the table, but I got to get off the struggle bus here because this is too much. So we're just... It's also hurting my wrist. We'll be able to get more done all at once anyway. So I'm going to move you back and you... this here. Okay. And Linda, I am so glad you decided to join us live. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy it. Sometimes I get a little crazy. Just sometimes things in here can go a little wonky. Like that little die cut machine's not working for me, so grr. Honestly do think it might be the thickness of the Spellbinders dies. Okay, and the thickness of the cardstock that we're using. Where was I? Here's my door. We need this and this. So we're gonna need opposites again. Wonder... Yeah, let's just keep on with our with our trim looking consistent. So we're going to need one tan set. So let's do one tan set of roof and... Where's my... Yeah. I had my tape here. There it is. So I didn't tell you that this one is almond cream. That is that blue that we're using for our background is Daydream. And I have used some green, which is Spellbinders. This is Bazzill almond cream. I really like this color. It's really nice. So we're going to need 2 of these. Yeah, we're gonna need 2. And I'm gonna do another little fit because I like the look of a die cut. So I don't want to cheat the roof at all. So this will be for our red house. Gotta move this over just a smidgen. And yeah, well, I just might put the trim on there. We'll see. It'll probably make it look really nice. Okay, we're done with the door. Now, doorstep. Yep, we're still gonna go with opposite. So, roof. There it is. And now let's do two red sets, and I think we're good to go, right? Yes. Excellent. We have our snow, we have our wreaths, we have our bows, we have our trees. Hip, hip, hooray. So we'll do two reds. They're kind of far apart. That's okay. So we have used all three. I wanted the awnings to give it a downtown feel. So, yeah. Here we are. This is a step for the door and a roof. That last one. I think this is it, you guys. And then we can assemble our houses. Shoo. Thanks for hanging in there with me with all this die cutting. So, yeah. I worked up a sweat. A die cutting sweat. Who was it that I saw the other day that said that maybe they could actually count that towards their exercise when their doctor says, how often do you exercise? I thought that was funny. It was Erica. It was Erica. Erica Post from Catherine Pooler Designs. Anyway. Thought that was funny. I was catching one of the replays from Carissa Wiley. All right. Okay, let's clean up, get organized. And now let's do a little bit of splatter for our background. I think, so I don't forget to splatter this, make sure I get my splatter on there. Here we go. Now, we don't carry this in the store, and I'm out of stock on the Spellbinders, which carries a gold and a black and a white. I just want to give you a heads up. This is something that I normally would have gotten through Notions, but as a lot of you know, Notions is, I always seem to catch the replays. Well, I'm so glad you caught us live today. This is one of the things that I would get through Notions. I kind of did a little bit of a walkthrough on the store to see how much it's going to impact us. Why is that having so much trouble? I've got some stuff stuck to something. There it goes. And it's going to have a little bit of an impact on us. It's going to have an impact on everybody, of course. But I think the biggest thing is having to do direct wholesale with some people. And everybody has their own requirements for that. That's what makes it a little bit difficult. I need something tall to hold that up. So that's kind of a bummer. Okay, where's my water? I think it's over there, but if I can reach it. can reach it. It's kind of, it is a little disappointing, and the unknown is a little scary. So anyway, I just put a little water in this, and then I pick it up and swirl it around. I'm almost out of this white. So I use these for my classes. But Spellbinders does carry this, so I will be able to pick it up and put it back in stock in the 3-pack. There's a 3-pack of this. Like I said, it's almost more practical, a little more practical, because this is a lot of gold in it. Whereas the Spellbinders one, you just have a white and a black and a gold. I'm overdoing it because we're going to have a lot of houses on here, and it's going to go top to bottom quite a bit. So I'm hoping, I don't know about the sides here. This might just be for nothing. To be honest with you, might just be for nothing. We may have to trim our houses off the sides. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Because I know that our houses will be, for sure, probably close top to bottom. We'll leave that out. Kind of measure. This is our these are our tallest ones. We might have a little bit showing. We're going to probably overlap a little bit. This will be our middle. We'll have one over here. This will be in the background. We shall figure this out. So I kind of was hoping to have a little bit of the sides. So because of that, I may just kind of cheat and do some dots with it up in the corners. On that shorter one, it will show. So that's kind of nice. It'll show up above. And maybe I do want that so that that actually shows right there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Set that aside. And there we go. All right, let's assemble. Woo woo. Roof, I think, should go on after the awnings. So, oh, we need to glue this. That's right. We need to glue our snow on the bottom here. So let's do that real quick. Unless we want to do it in front of the, we might want to do it in front of the house a little, or the house. See, I'm calling it a house. The buildings, and then just kind of trim it. Because otherwise, I feel like it's going to be, some of this we could put in the back. Let's assemble our house and make a decision later. Right? Right. Okay, awnings. Let's see. There it is. I was like, where's my pen? And let's put on a window. And we'll pop up that awning with some foam. That'll make it feel like it's actually dimensional. So here we go. Nice part is we've got those little spots where we can place our window down here. It's so nice. I love that. We know exactly where they go. There's no guessing at all. So can do like that at an angle. There we go. Window number 1 complete. So cute. You guys, that's so cute. I love it. All right, next window. Let's put that in. Now that one was the one we made the mistake on. And I was wondering how, oh, you guys, is that, yeah. Well, it could be different, can't it? Will it look too weird? I think it's going to be fine because we'll do this one. We'll kind of offset it, right? Let's see. Let's put our awning together. Just to let you know, Linda, when I did the, not the inlay, but, well, I did inlay it. But when I did the, somebody help me out. English is hard. Words are difficult sometimes. When I did the nesting, that's the word I'm looking for. When I did the nesting, I put the window in the wrong way. See? Welcome to my live. Oh, boy. Let's see. Let's see how that's going to look. I personally think it's going to be just fine. I think it kind of gives it an interesting look. So, yay. For happy mistakes. There we go. I really want a street lamp, an old-fashioned street lamp on this. So bad. I may have to go looking through my stash to see if I can find one. I feel like I should have one. Okay. Now that this house is almost done, we can make some decisions about that snow. Let's put this window in. Try to wipe it off. Here we go. I picked these colors because I thought they would look somewhat Christmassy. The red, the tan. I think the tan is kind of Well, the red because it kind of makes me gives it like a brick building feel. And then the tan because of, you know, those old masonry looking buildings. I think I've got, there we go. I call these paper shards. Nothing that little eraser can't. There's my eraser. Sometimes it comes off. Good enough. All right, now let's do that door. Where's my door? I had a there it is, right? See? Here we are again. Where are my glasses? Anybody seen my glasses? Right in front of me. And this has a little outline around it. So I am saying, maybe we should. Let's fill it in with our outline, shall we? Let's do it. I saved them. I think it'll dress it up a little bit nicer. Oh, this is so cute. Adorable. I love it. Oopsie. Need to come down a little. Very cute. Got a little aggressive again. I'm the aggressive crafter. And our little step. That's so cute. I think I want that on dimension for sure. Let's find a little strip of dimension, shall we? That might work. Just might work. Yep. It's gonna. Let's center it. That helps. Very cute. All right, awnings. Let's put that top awning on. This was our biggest one. So the other two don't have as much to put together. The house is actually taller. I have cut this down if you're catching me now. I did, Linda, if you're still here, I trimmed it down. I trimmed this house down to different sizes. If you can see here. And then I trimmed this one down to a different size as well. I hope it's not too monochromatic looking. I think once we get our trees in there, we'll get our Christmas trees in there, and we'll get our wreaths on the door. I think that'll kind of help maybe a little, I hope. Let's do making the shaker card. Just had cake yesterday and got flustered, but I finally got it finished. Yeah, sometimes crafting is fun, but sometimes it's we get frustrated. We have a plan and it doesn't come through. That can be frustrating, quite frustrating. So I say when that happens, just set it aside, right? Sometimes I have to put it down. Okay, I'm going to put this on double. So I'm going to do a strip. Let's call you trim the, yeah, I thought this would be fun to trim the houses down. To give the house a, okay, now I need to figure out where I want to put my dimension. I think I'm going to put, see, I might not, I'm going to put it all along here so that the roof, I'm going to do it double. Let's trim that. So let's do another one. I know this is probably really thick. This is probably something that you would, I can say you would do hand to someone in person. You can mail it. You know what? There's no shame in mailing stuff with thickness. You just got to accommodate for that in the mail. I've mailed things like this. Of course, it's getting expensive. All right. Now I do need a visual. Okay, the short goes to the, that's right. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, short to the top. So I'm just going to bring this to the edge where it's just right to the edge and kind of centered. So I just popped it on like that into where it's kind of over, a little bit over the awning, sort of. Awnings. And now let's do our awning for the window down below. I mean, we could put something in this window. You could put your tree in there if you're wanting to do the house. You can do, there's so much you could do. But I'm just going to pop that awning up. I got to decide if I want, I think I'm just going to leave, do I want the window plain? You could put vellum in there. That would have kind of helped soften it up. Make it frosty. I don't want to put tan in there. I'm going to leave it. Mostly because if I could go with a gray, couldn't I? I could go with a really light gray. I think I would do that. Let's go with Fog. Yep, let's do that. Because I think that the windows look kind of weird like that. And probably the easiest way to do would be to die cut out that window piece 3 times so it would fit in there perfectly. But what did we do? Where's my window? I have everything else over here. Here it is. Nope. Course it's not. Here it is. Grr. Shame on me. I shouldn't have put it over there. All my dies were in one place so that I could easily find them. See, the real question is this going to go through my little tiny mini? Am I going to have to drag the big one out? Cute. That's going to be so cute, you guys. I love it. See, we have snow up here for the top. So that's going to go up there. That's cute. Forget that. All right, let's try this. Let's do it. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh, I didn't line that up very good. Okay, we were going to do this. Come on. Y'all, why did I bother? Yeah. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Right? Right. The problem is I already threw this on the floor. We'll get 3 done. Lickety split. Right here at the edge. One. I think only people our age get that reference. Maybe. I don't know. Is Count Dracula still a part of Sesame Street? Need a new piece of tape. That one's seen better days. It's been around the block a few times. Anybody know? Sorry, guys. Crazy crafter. On the move. Ooh. Ooh. It's because it's on the edge. Whew. Save those for another one. That's kind of a nice color for a trim. If you wanted a contrasting trim. And where's my other 2 houses here? There's 1 and 2. So this one is going to be a slimline. I don't know if I mentioned that while you were still here, Linda. Okay. There we go. Yep. Back to where all those die cuts go. All right. Let's inlay. Shall we? Glue this down. Fun snow dripping. Inlay that. Now y'all can see how unstraight. I should, you know what? Here's a little tip for you. Go ahead and put your piece down, and then you can get your window around it. That makes it a nice way to sure it up. So just a little tip for you there based off of mine. Oops, that's too far over. It lines up, yep, corner to corner, up at the top. These line up nice at the corners. So there you go. I have to go, but if I don't make it to the store before you leave for Craftopia, I'll catch you in the bed. Yep, the plates are supposed to be in Saturday, and I'm going to take them with me, and I should be able to get the samples or the make and takes done while I'm there. So, yay! Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I've never been to Craftopia. I don't know how much time I'll have left, but I'll have time when I get back. So, yep. Yes. Looking forward to seeing you come and doing your make and take. Bye, Linda. All right. House number 1. This is our background house or building. I keep calling them houses. And now let's do, yeah, see, look at this. I forgot about this. So what I'm going to have to do is just kind of cut around it. That'll work, won't it? Say, yeah, it will work. Because that's what we're doing, folks. I forgot about you. You're a little bit of a horse of a different color. So we'll go to the edge so we don't have as much to cut. Thank you, Linda. All right, here we go. I do like this red with that blue background. That blue, that Daydream is so pretty. I do like that. Very pretty. Okay, now we've got that window. And we didn't get an awning for it, did we? Oh, joy. Oh, joy. Oh, what did I do? One of these awnings would work for it, wouldn't it, though? It would. So we need to do another awning. Gracious. Gracious, gracious. All right, let's get started somewhere. These awnings are going to do me in. I think I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, so let's see how we are here. I feel like it might be too much snow, and I don't know that we'd be able to get it covered. Let's see, how would it be if we did... Because we're going right to the tip of the card here. Like right on that edge. So we may trim this one off to the right or to the left. I don't know, we may not have enough room, folks. So maybe what we'll do is bring this out like so. We don't want to cover up the doors. So we may have to just trim. I don't even know that we'd be able to see any snow. So it may not even be necessary to put some snow down. Unless we did it in the front. And I just don't know. I just don't think that's going to work very well. So we'll move that. We did this based on this. And we do have some trim off room here. We can give it the illusion that it's not the whole street, you know, like it's just part of it. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, that works. And this one will pop up. We can trim off. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I think we'll make it. Okay, now back to, this was my stuff for this one. Shall we do our smaller? Well, they're both kind of small, but let's do this one. Let's do that one. I think we're going to end up trimming it. So over on this side, we'll end up trimming it. So we're going to put this one on the right. You can add an awning at the end. Let's put all of our windows on. I'm not even going to torture myself again. I'm going to get the big die cut machine out. It's too much torture. Here we go. And here we are. So when I cut these down, I basically followed the patterns of like the windows and such to get it to where I wanted it to be. Door. And we're not going to pop this. We're not going to do, we're not doing any pop-ups on these because they're going in the background. Sorry, folks. I just kind of need to see what's happening here. And if you remember last time, we used the door itself to kind of help frame it in. So that way, and we have to remember that for our window over here. Yay. Sometimes the first one, once you do one, the rest of them kind of go quick. So there it is. I'm thinking that maybe like this color would be cute here in you know, in retrospect. That might be a nice little color to use for your steps. But I'm kind of going for that look that's more uniform, I suppose. There we go. And here I am trying to figure out whether or not I have any leftover awning pieces. I thought I did. I had one tan one, but that's not what I need. Darn it. I needed to be red. Okay. Now, let's cut this. I'm going to cut it right down the middle. And then I'm going to kind of sure it up, bringing it together. I don't know why I just did that. Why did I just do that? Because it's okay. And the reason it's okay is because we have snow that's going to cover that up. Okay. But we got to get our awnings on. And then we can do that. All right. Where's my other awning? Here it is. So I needed this. I don't know if this is going to work on this. Is it wide enough? It is. Maybe. Woohoo. Come on. There we go. Now it's not going to move. Okay, there's our red. Where's our tan? Yep, we can still use that inside the embossed parts. Hi, Irene. How are you? I don't know if I was supposed to shh from saying your name. Hello, hello. Welcome. All right. I'll sneak these two through the die cut machine. All right. We're doing a little downtown scene. And this is what we have so far. I've got to get my awnings on here. This is fun. This is a fun one. I think this might work if we did it like that, but then we'll have to cut another one. I did get my hair cut. Thank you, Irene. That's super sweet. I did. It's hot. Ugh, it's so hot out there. I couldn't take it anymore. It was too hot. Way too hot. All right, let's do these windows. Then we can do our roof and our last awning. Shoo. Oh, you have your headphones on. Okay, shoo, I didn't rat you out. Okay, here's that. Now, let's do this over the top. I just wanted to make sure that we had both of those edges that went out really nice, like that. You can even trim it down just a little bit more. So I could have die cut it like shorter, but measuring, yeah, that would have been a nightmare. It needs to come out a little more. All right, now we're good to go. So we've kind of created that. And now all we need to do is get our snow on here like so. And I'm going to trim it like right here and just kind of round it out. to make it look a little bit more natural and not so harsh. And then we'll kind of glue that on. And now this one's done, minus the awning. Gotta get that awning on there. Oh, I shouldn't have put the awnings on dimension, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely, kind of want, this is going to go over this, like so. Popped up on dimension. I do want a little blue. So it's kind of going to give it like the feel of where you go around an alley to another building or something like that. Right? Right. Right. All right, let's see. Should we do that awning so I don't forget it? And it's going to end up on the card. Yeah, let's put the awning on. About ready to bring my Scout back here because I know my Scout wouldn't be giving me this kind of trouble. This is already seasoned. So, all right. I just might do it. And last two pieces for sure this time. These are for real, our last two pieces. Where are you? There you are. There it is. And we're almost there. I feel like I should sing a song. So because I'm doing alternating colors, that's kind of why it was a little bit on the difficult side to figure out, okay, what colors do I need and which ones do I need? If I'd had the little cheat sheet on me, it would have made it a little bit more obvious as to how this worked. But sometimes I'm the person that just dives in and says, oh, I'll figure it out. Nobody else out there like me. Lindy's a planner. Aren't you a planner, Lindy? I know you're a planner. You plan things way more than I do. And I do. I am going, wait a second. I'm going to Craft Utopia. I am. And guess what? She is going to be with me. So I am excited. This is going to be fun. She has been such a great help for me. Just even so far. I don't know that I could have done this trip by myself at all. At all. I have too much on my plate. So she has been a big blessing for me. Okay. Let's see. Where'd that other half of one? I had another half. Where is it? I know I had another half. Where did I put it? Well. Oh, well. Did I use it on the, I used it on the other one. That's what happened. I usually put these back here. Okay. Awning number 1. Number 3, done. Actually, it's number 5. Shoo! Okay, we decided that this needed to be centered in the window so that this is our fastest one. Thank goodness, right? I am excited about Craft Utopia. You guys haven't ever met. You and Lindy haven't met yet. That's right. This is my Lindy in my story about my store. So you've heard my story about how it all came to be. This is my Lindy girl. You've seen a lot of her samples and stuff in our shop. She's my, whoopsie. When I go on social media, she does all of my, what do you call it? Planner. Yeah, she doesn't like surprise. I know that about you. She's done all my planning for this. Anyway, admin. She's my admin. That's right. Whew. She does my admin for my social media. So anyway, yeah, she's coming with me. So excited. She's a good scout for products and whatnot. So she does great samples. Fantastic samples. So yay. I'm excited. Okay. My door frame. It's going on. I hear the garage door. I sent John on a copy paper chase for me because Staples closed and I can't get, well, it closed near us, that is. And so I can't get the same kind of copy paper that I really like. I know I can order it online, but I need it for Saturday's class. So I sent him on a paper chase. Hopefully he found it. Something comparable to it. For instructions and pictures and whatnot for our class Saturday. So, yay. I'm anxious to find out whether or not he found something comparable to what what I had been using. Okay, didn't finish my sentence. Good gravy. I must be in deep, deep, deep concentration here. And I'm going to scoot that up just a little with some trim. Did I center it very well? Sort of doesn't matter because it's going to get, some of it's going to get covered up. And I am going to pop that awning up. And I get to see you twice, Irene. I don't know if you're still here, but I get to see you twice. I get to see you next month again, also for Craft Roulette Live. That is exciting. Okay, I am going to pop this up because I did pop up the other one. And even though I didn't mean to. That's okay. I think it'll be fine. You just have to be aware of what is happening. Are you ready for the, I'm going to put the trees and stuff on last and all of the wreaths. So we've got bows and wreaths already ready to go. I'm not going to put lights up. That's quite the detail. We have some, this is our snow for that. Whoopsie. I feel like the color on these trees kind of breaks up all that brown and red. So it's kind of nice. Okay. Ooh, it's 5 o'clock, you guys. Oh my goodness. This is a long live. Gracious, gracious, gracious. So let's kind of lay this out. I'm going to bring this to where it's popped up here. And so I had a thought here to do this, but I don't know that I'm going to like that. Let's see, at a distance. No, I don't like that. So we're going to X-nay on the snow, which comes in the main city holiday, or is it called City Holiday set. All right, I'm going to commit this one down. Sometimes we just have to make that commitment because time is really getting away from us. And bringing it to the edge, just like so. And this one, I think I'm going to be okay if I bring it off this way and I'll trim it. I think I'm going to be okay. I'll be okay with that. Okay. And then the rest is going to have to go up on dimension. It's going to have to be, oops, oh well. Oops, oops, oops. Shouldn't have gone that far to the right. That's okay. So let's see. Let's do that far off the edge. Let's do that. And then we'll pop this up. I think a tree would be really cute, like right about here. Okay. I kind of don't want to cover the door. If I go this way, I think I'll be okay. I cut these down. And that's what's getting in the way here, or not getting in the way, but I cut these down. That's kind of why they look a little bit different. And I was going to layer them up, and I think I am going to pop this one up quite a bit. And I'm just going to put my dimension kind of like right here. I've got quite a bit that I can use here. So we'll just start layering dimension here, which is a tad bit bigger or taller or more than, well, I have people outside my door that don't like it that I'm still live, apparently. What is happening out there? I heard the little whisper, sorry. Oh my goodness. Let's cut this down the middle and stick it down there. There we go. All right, let's peel this off. If I have, and I pulled a sentiment and I don't know that I am going to use it. It would go here, but I don't like the fact that it's covering up so much of my sparkle and stuff. So here we are, just kind of looking it over. I like that. That's kind of fun. Okay. So we could transition with a tree, kind of like right there. And let's look at that. Let's see how that goes. We could do a tree right here. That would be cute. Let's pop these wreaths on, shall we? And my thought was on the doors that were red, we could do, I don't know. That's cute. Maybe we definitely need some dimension there. So let's do just like that. I like that. That's cute. Gives it a better transition. So we're going to put some glue here. Just a little tip for sometimes we get confused about left and right. If you just tilt it towards you, you don't have to worry about which side the glue goes on. Sometimes that can be a little confusing for some people. Oops. Should have probably put that over a little bit more. That's okay. Cute, cute, cute. I think a wreath at the top will be good for the red doors. I think that'll kind of help. Maybe. Yeah, it works. It breaks up enough. And put a little bit of that right here. Where's the rest of that? Here, this can go here, can't it? Oh, we could do a little bow at the top of the trees too. That would be cute. There. That's cute. I like it. I do like it. All right, let's get our last wreath on there. I don't know. I think maybe if we splatter it, what do you guys, let's vote. I think maybe a little splatter on this. Some of you might be a little scared to commit to that. What do you guys think? Just a real gentle splatter. It will give it the illusion that it's snowing in front. It might kind of help. Might help a little. Bye, Irene. Thanks for joining us. I think I am going to pop it in the splatter box. Look at that last bit here trimmed off this edge. That's cute. I like it. And the fact that we cut that off here kind of helps, I think, here too with the incomplete look. I'm going to splatter. I think I will like it. It will help with the, I think it'll give it that illusion. I think the trees also need a little bit of snow. Maybe that paintbrush, we could paint some snow on there with it. We'll see. Putting some water in that pan, and then we'll swirl it up. Oops. I should probably do that outside the box so I don't spill it everywhere. So this is what I'm just stirring it. Just gentle splatters. I do like that. I need some here. I'm just gonna fake it. Yay. I think that looks good. I like it. Fun Stamper, yay! Hi! Chelsea. Is that Chelsea, right? Is it fun? Oh gosh, I hope I don't. Inky Stamper is Chelsea. I'm so sorry. Fun Stamper. What is your first name? And I think that really just pulled it all together. I like that. That looks great. I'm not going to put a sentiment on it just yet, and I'll glue it to my card front after I sign off here. I've been on here. I've held you guys captive too long, but I think that just a sweet little sentiment on here would be really, really cute and fun. So, Linda, hi Linda, thanks for joining us. Oh, you're not late. I've kept it longer than I should have. So, all right. Thanks, you guys. Yay. Actually, I could probably do, I think I will paint I'm going to paint my branches real quick, and then, so I don't forget to do that, because I might just forget to paint those branches. I think a little bit of snow painted on this would be really cute, like right here, just inside these little grooves. probably should take some of that water off my brush. Let's do some up here. And on their branches. Random. Yeah, much better. Up here. Need it on a little bit more. And I think we're complete. Yay! Done! Fun. Very fun. I love it. I do. I really like it a lot. It's cute. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I'll see you 2 Thursdays from now after we get back from Craft Utopia.